Well, it's always very special to come back to where it all started for me, right here at Norwell, and just to see these kids out here and lively and wide-eyed and bushy-tailed and having fun and just teaching the fundamentals. It reminds you how pure the game really is, and just to see the excitement and to continue to build that excitement and teach these kids to dream big. It's really an invaluable feeling.
You lived a nomadic lifestyle last year in the NFL. Started with the Colts, then got to deal with the Vikings, had a foot injury, and then in March signed with the Arizona Cardinals. So after wrapping up OTAs this summer and minicamp with them, where do you stand as far as the Cardinals go?
Right now just competing for that job, and I think it's pretty safe to say that Carson Palmer's the starter, and Drew Stanton did a nice job last year, so he'll probably be the backup. But just fighting every day for that backup job, one of the backup jobs, and other than that, you don't overthink any of those situations. You continue to compete, have fun, learn, and let the chips fall where they may.
Obviously, it was a dream to be drafted by the Colts, but to get opportunities with other NFL teams kind of shows that you're not a one-trick pony, if you will. What does it mean to continually be getting new jobs as far as the NFL goes, because people have recognized your talent?
Well, it's kind of funny. It's like if you play for a lot of teams, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? You'd like to stick with one team for a long time, but yeah, to continue to get opportunities must mean something, that you can play the game and that other coaching staffs and management staffs out there believe in you. So I'm definitely happy about that. I'd love to stick. Living the nomadic lifestyle can get a little tiring at times, but I'll tell you what, the experiences have been invaluable, and just meeting new people, creating new networks, living in new areas has been fun.
Talk about this camp, because obviously it's not just football. How important is it to bring the life skills, bring the mentality that kids should have when entering sports, the sportsmanship, things like that nature, into a camp like this for you?
Well, I think for these kids to hear life lessons, whether it's sacrifice, perseverance, hard work, being people of integrity, that's just as important as learning how to tackle and catch and throw. I think it's our job as role models, as coaches and teachers and parents, to really instill those values in those kids, because these kids are sponges. They're watching, they're learning, and you just want those little keywords to stick out and that they can carry with them as they grow up.
Bruce Arians, obviously there's a connection with Drew and you, very good friends when you played with the Colts, but Bruce was your offensive coordinator, now the head coach of the Cardinals. How much did that connection play into you signing with Arizona, and how good of a situation is that, because you know what he's running, he knows what you're capable of?
Yeah, I think that's the reason I'm in Arizona, is because I have that familiar relationship and I understand the offense, and I'm able to just kind of hit the ground running. I don't have to spend too much time, kind of relearning everything. So it's huge to know that first and foremost, but to have those relationships with not just Drew and Bruce, but there's a lot of Colts players that play for the Arizona Cardinals now. So that makes the transition a lot easier, and I think it gives me a lot better chance to compete and hopefully win a job.
James Betcher's from the area as far as his St. Francis ties. Your brother playing linebacker at St. Francis now. Have you had a chance to talk Northeast Indiana with him for
me and Betch talk all the time. James actually called Pearson, my little brother, to kind of push him to go to St. Francis. So I thought that was pretty cool. An NFL defensive coordinator is calling my little brother to to give his 2 cents, talk about how great of a coach Kevin Donnelly is in the program, and we chop it up a little bit coming with Indiana football.
Final questions. I know Blufftonians want to know the Harnish Corn Camp, or Harnish Corn Stand. Right. When are we going to get the Harnish Corn Stand this year?
Well, sweet corn always comes about the end of July, so we got 10 acres planted this year. Most of it has made it through the mass flooding, but yeah, late July we'll be out there, and we'll be selling again.